Okay, so this is the Growing Shadows mission. This is the second mission in the main campaign here. And we're just going to do a quick brutal playthrough. This one's fairly easy as well. We're going to skip these cutscenes. Basically, first we start out with this little part here where we're just going to need the micro stalkers. Gonna get these zerglings to spawn, and we're gonna try not to attack too many at once. That way we can keep our shields as best as possible. We need to blink across here. Of course we missed one. We'll just wait for that. I don't want to start this next piece. Fine, we get a little more shields back. Okay, so coming up here, we're gonna have two flyers, two mutas. So we want to be hitting the same one here, and we want to be spread out. That way their chain attack doesn't hit us. We will blink up here, and this will start up, and basically we want to keep all three stalkers alive. It doesn't matter beyond that. We're gonna take our stalkers here. We're gonna build a pylon. We will get ready to go here. And essentially what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build a shit ton of probes when we can.
You have not enough minerals.
Now you can always send a stalker down here. Grab these here.
It should be able to summon my Nerazine brothers.
I don't want to take that fight yet, but we get this pylon and some minerals and stuff there, so we can keep making units. We're gonna put some more pylons down here while we can. So eventually we will get attacked. The game will tell you on the first one, and then from there it'll just happen randomly, but you're never gonna have to worry about getting attacked from the back or anything. And since this is a very linear level, we can basically just move through the front. Like the attacks will have to go through you no matter what, so feel free to move out earlier if you want. I like to build up a little bit of an army. So we are basically going to macro here and just get our base going. We'll build out some more gateways here in a second. Probably 4 is okay. You can go 5 if you wanted to. 3 is probably not quite enough. Just making sure that we are also building a couple zealots here and there, and keeping up pylons so we don't cap. But zealots are going to be good because most of the stuff we're facing is zerglings. Obviously once you get to bases, you're going to have to deal with spine crawlers and stuff like that. There's a few ultralisks, and then quite a few flyers actually. So you want a good mix. You can't really, I mean you can if you want to just go stalkers if you're insane at blinked micro, but I am not. So I like to go with a little mix and have my zealots tank a lot of the damage. So we're just continuing to basically just build out our base. Then we're about to build a couple more gateways here in a second, and I'm sure that attack is coming. There it is.
Moving to attack. Rally your defenses.
Throw a gateway down.
Very well.
Then let's throw one more gateway down over here. Gonna need another pylon here in a second as well. Throw that down. And then one more of those. Alright, we should be good with probes. And then I just want a few more zealots before I venture out.
You have not enough.
And once these two come out, I think we'll move. But essentially, we're gonna take it pretty slow. Let's actually build a few more pylons here.
For the reckoning.
And do it nice and easy here. We're gonna aggro a couple. I don't want to fight all this stuff at once. It's just not necessary. Oh, that was not good. There are banelings, by the way. And we're just gonna keep moving our gateway production. Oh, that's not good. Moving our gateway production up. And replacing our zealots as they die.
Not enough minerals.
It shall be as you say. I am here in the shadows. You require my skills. State thy bidding.
Okay, so here's another attack here. So that would have been a group where if we hadn't moved out yet, it would have just attacked our base. But essentially, if we can just keep a steady flow of zealots coming, and then throw in a stalker to replace every once in a while, we'll be okay. Just keep in mind too that as we find more of these pylons throughout the map, we'll get some free stalkers.
You require my
Let's finally have a couple zealots. I'm not too worried about that baneling. I'll just let it explode.
Entreat
Justice speak.
Okay, and we'll just keep adding our units in here. Fight these units kind of a little farther away. I'm gonna essentially pull these. Pull these units back, and that way we're not fighting too much on these crawlers. Then as I feel a little bit more comfortable about it, we'll move up like that. Get some of these lower guys out of there. And then we can take that out. And I'm gonna take out this hatchery. Obviously these guys are gonna spawn in here in a second. So let's make sure we're taking those out. But I don't feel the need to kill any of these other buildings. I'm gonna go grab these up here, and then I believe there's another pylon as well. Get some free stalkers for it.
We are at your service.
Perfect. Of course, those zealots are being crazy. And we just capped ourselves.
Denier of the Kala. Die!
But there are some zealots here, as you can see. Some enemy zealots.
Justice.
Okay, and we're gonna come back here and we are gonna build just a bunch of pylons, that way we don't cap ourselves later.
We stand.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for these zealots to come up, and then we'll keep moving.
You require cold.
We are the my meditation.
All right, let's move.
Very well.
Again, we're just gonna take it nice and slow. That way, we're not taking too much at once.
Corrupted. The hybrid must be behind this. Let us move with purpose.
State the
Probably hotkey these separately.
I am the voice of the.
We stand, you know. My meditation is over.
Very well. You require my skill.
Okay.
Very well.
My life for ire.
We move unseen.
My life for ire.
Let's target down these bigger dudes.
Very well.
Make sure we get all these guys down too. And then I'm gonna want to kill this. I'm gonna actually back up right there. Those are a little scary for stalkers. And then I'm gonna hit this, and I'm just gonna blink back because I think those disappear at some point, right?
Unified.
Intriguing.
Okay.
I am the voice of the eclipse. Cold. We. I am
life for ire.
darkness.
My meditation.
We are going to move up to here. Now I'm gonna take these two buildings out. Just so when I have stray zealots coming in or new units coming in, they don't attack these buildings and get themselves killed. Okay, and we are gonna move that up, and then let's grab all of these.
Blades, we stand. My life for ire.
Very well.
And then we're just gonna go in here. We have enough units,
Encountered your missing Templar, but they have been corrupted.
or we can just get in here. And I'm actually gonna blink under here, and I am gonna stop this. So obviously, I had just enough units to kind of run through this, which is great. And you can move a little bit faster if you want to. I like to play it safe. And then there's this last part where everybody here has blink. This shields all your people, and then this is a big attack here. So basically, you're coming in here, and you have to try and save as much stuff as possible.
I bring wisdom.
Just the same thing as before. You're just blink microing.
I seek.
And then you can pop your shield thing if people are getting
I
low.
bring wisdom.
You require.
But basically, once you get somewhere, you want to engage quickly, because you do have a small amount of allies for a second there. Then on this one, you're gonna want to take these out as quickly as possible.
And rage of salvation.
Oh no,
I bring wisdom in time.
doesn't really matter if you keep those blinkers.
Do not resist the unity he.
So all you gotta do is make sure Artanis doesn't die there.
Harun Aladdin.
Easy. Last part, really, since you're invisible, doesn't matter. And that's it. Super simple. First and second missions done. And thank you for hanging out.